Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Ripster Daily Trade Recaps and Daily Teachings. Before we start, just a quick disclaimer: anything we discuss is only for educational purpose, and nothing is financial advice. All right, guys. Been a while. Did the recap. We'll try to recap the Friday morning trades as well today. A little under the weather, so excuse my voice today. I'm gonna try to do a quicker recap today, not go too much in detail. But the point to learn today is that when market sells off, there's so many opportunities to make money. When market sells off, you can have home runs. When market sells off, you should know, if you use the Ripster cloud system, when to stay out of the longs, when not to buy the dips, preserve your capital. So you'll learn everything in this video, and maybe hopefully you can use this as well, and maybe next time the market sells off, you can use this repeatable strategies that I show you every day. Before we start, let's do a quick introduction to anybody who's new to our X accounts, new to our YouTube, or new to our community. We trade a repeatable system called Ripster EMA Cloud System. That system is traded by thousands of traders around the world. Famous system that I invented 7-8 years ago, and that I've been teaching the traders free on X, on YouTube for a while now. You can go to ripstereducation.com. You can see amount of lives that have been changed by my teachings, by my concepts with this system. We use the same system in our community every day. One of the biggest, largest live trading community, educational community, where I'm live on voice, live on screen share whole day. I'm mostly on voice in first few hours, and those are the time when we are taking most of our trades and showing the traders guiding through the market trend and guiding through the setups. Now, system is how you trade, setup is what you trade. So how do you find those setups? We make a pre-market plan. Me and my team, we make a pre-market plan. We go through the news plays, mag 7 upgrades, downgrades. I make this plan live. I highlight anything which is important as a red. Then we go, we have our support levels, resistance level, and I have an initial plan. Based on this game plan, we trade all day, which of course we are going to cover. We trade all day. I will show you how the game plan, anybody who can take my game plan and knows my teachings can independently trade. Most of the traders who have been in our community for some time are independently trading, and that's why we try to help everyone to trade with the system and not trade blindly in the stock market. We also trade something called day 2, day 3 setups. This is another repeatable strategy. AVGO was a huge winner for us on a day 2, day 3 setup. I did a free webinar on that as well. We also provide the daily levels in the pre-market that you can use. We also trade crypto stocks. Crypto stocks were huge today. We'll recap. All this plan is provided in the pre-market as well. Then we also trade futures, which were also a nice short at the open, and we will recap some of those as well. We trade IPOs. We trade low floats. We have everything in the community. We have 3-4 option flow scanners. We have stock scanners, we have all hold, unhold, order flow, a lot of screen shares, a lot of tools, breaking news alerts, news squawks, which is worth $500-600, which is freely available for every community member to use. We are not an alert service, but we are a professional trading community where you can join and trade with all of us. Of course, you can always learn from our free website and our free accounts, and of course my YouTube videos, and so that you can also change your life implementing these repeatable strategies in the market like thousands of traders are doing. You can go check out 10 Trade Group feedback and also go to Ripster Education and see how the lives are being changed. All right, so let's start with SPY QQQ. SPY QQQ was pretty good. So these are any index trader, any future trader who just trades the market. These last 2 days were pretty good both on SPY QQQ, even better on IWM. You see we had 2 red candles. Today we have gap up and gap down. So let's discuss what we did on Friday here first. So let's go take a look at Friday. So this we are looking at Friday. Friday also we were short on the market on the Friday. So the short was pretty good right away when we saw this breakdown. I told the traders MTF short, and we were taking it down all the way. We took it to the magnet. MTF magnet was complete on SPY on Friday, right? So you buy puts here from 686, 679. Amazing Friday. Traders just literally killed it. We were trading at bunch of couple 100% returns on there. So I don't really need to recap too much there. If we look at QQQs, same thing for QQQs. So same thing on QQQs on Friday. We were short, and then we got a 10 a.m. bear flag breakdown. That was a 10 a.m. short. You buy puts here, you short shares, or you trade leverage ETF, you hold it, you take all the way down. Even in this short, this was almost from 621 to 611, $10 fade. The options went 300%. Traders literally made from $1,000, 3-4 grand on Friday. Repeatable system, right? We are not trying to buy here. I'm just trying to show you that Friday was the same thing which we did today. Repeat it. You just need to respect the clouds. If you're far away, get a smaller entry and just hold. And we have these concepts of 9:30 a.m., pre-market lows, VIX, and MTF clouds. You need to know and learn these concepts so that you can trade effectively. As you can see on Friday, traders were already making 300%, 100% trades, 400% on QQQs. Tesla 200%, QQQ 130%, 160%, 500%. So the traders were literally taking $1,000 in the lot options and making 4 or 5 grand of it. So that's the power of the system. When we lose, but we lose small, but we win big. So that all of these traders were using the same strategies that I teach you every day, and I show you live. I never show you hindsight. As you see, my guidance was before the move on the voice, and also of course on my tab timestamp guidance. You could see that how traders were trading everything beautifully on that fade. Okay, so that was Friday. So let's take a look at today, what we did today. So today was no different, right? Remember, I have told you many times, whenever there is a gap, there is an opportunity. Whenever there is a gap, there is an opportunity to trade and make money. Again, today's SPY went from MTF to MTF, MTF to MTF, MTF magnet setup. Same thing, Friday, today, same thing. You just need to buy, either you buy the first 10 minutes or you buy 10 a.m. You just need to buy and hold, right? So let's look at the plan in the pre-market, and you need to be ready. So the plan I gave in the pre-market, use VIX 16. If 16 breaks, then we will long over 1 hour. If the 16 holds, then we will short it. Watch MAG 7 and semiconductors. Also watch 1 hour IWM cloud. So the VIX 16, as you see right at the open, VIX pushed over the 16. So that's why amateur move was bearish. I told the traders to short the amateur move. That means take a short here right at the amateur, put your stops over the 512 clouds. And then we saw the 10 a.m. bear flag. So I told the traders that we are getting the 10 a.m. bear flags. So we hold it, and then we flushed right into that 10 a.m. and we continue to flush into 10:30. So you could see that I continue to tell traders staying heavy. We may fill the gap. We may fill the gap if the lows do not hold. You can see that I'm showing the traders the gap fill trade, gap fill, gap before the move, and also I showed it on even I showed my followers on SPY, QQQ as well. And it's the same thing. You can trade the Nasdaq futures, ES futures. Beautiful move on Nasdaq and ES futures as well today from MTF to MTF. That was Nasdaq future. If you see that, all levels are provided. If you watch these levels break under the clouds, take a short on the futures, ride it all the way down. Highly consistent and profitable setup, guys. Trading the futures with Ripster clouds, a lot of traders don't do it. It's a game changer. And there's the days you sit on hand, but Friday and today was the time to make thousands of dollars with the least amount of risk in the market. And you just need to hold, hit it right out of the gate. Most explosive moves are the first 1 hour. After that, you see that we went into this chop zone for whole entire day. Traders usually try to over trade. Even though we had a bounce on rejections on 34.50, you could short it again. You could see that 34.50, but that's the time you need to sit on hands. Most of the money is already made. Do not give up in this chop. Up, down, holding 2021 MTF. So tomorrow we'll be watching up versus this level. Hopefully we do not gap down under it, because if we gap down, we are looking for the next MTF magnet. But if we hold it, we can bounce it versus that. But we will be watching VIX as well. So the strategies you learned is the VIX strategy, the gap fill strategy, the MTF cloud strategy, the holding with the 512, 9 a.m. strategy, 10 a.m. strategy. So those are the strategies that I'm teaching you today. So make sure next time this happens, you need to execute, because when there's a gap, there's an opportunity, and when there's a chop, you need to sit on hands. You need to wait for such days. Amazing 2 days short, and it was not just SPY, QQQ. We shorted everything. You could literally pick anything and short, except Tesla. Let's take a look at those. All right, so like I teach you every day, when market is heavy, you can literally short anything. So let's go here. Let's go there through all the names here, and then I will look at the game plan as well. The traders were killing it. Let's take a look here, starting from the Netflix breaking 34.50. Market is heavy. You either short Netflix or you short QQQ. Take it all the way down. All day fade. MTF break, no long. Remember, we are not buying the dips today. No way. We are only looking for the shorts, because our setup is only short. Apple 1 initial 1 hour MTF break, the second MTF break, all day fade into the MTF magnets, just pure beauty. The plan on Apple in the pre-market was bullish to long over yesterday highs, but we never pushed over yesterday highs, and we did push, but we rejected right away. SPY was heavy, QQQ was heavy. When those things are heavy, you do not trade MAC 7, and when MAC 7 is heavy, it's going to take SPY QQQ down, so you hold your SPY QQQ puts along the way. IWM was also 1 hour MTF short. You could short it, right, fill the gap. Of course, this was on our plan as well. All the levels are provided in the pre-market. Here's your IWM level, take it short right under that. So let's take a look at Google. Google was a short from 34.50 to the MTF magnet. You could literally today, guys, any short you picked, you know, that's why I tell everybody, pick your favorite few stocks, and trade them. You know, focus on those and ignore others, and you could literally have nailed all the shorts here. Let's go to the next one. All right, let me give you an example of a home run trade. The home run was AVGO. So why was AVGO home run? Let's take a look here. So let's take a look, AVGO. Okay, so AVGO, guys, was a day 2 today, but of course we also shorted in on a day 1. All right, so this was a Friday when AVGO, we had a plan to short it under the pre-market lows. You see that it's breaking down here. As soon as it breaks the pre-market lows, I told the traders it's an MTF short. This is a 2021 MTF. You take it short at 381, 380, take it all the way to 360, $20 per share profit, and you're barely risking $5-6. That's a huge risk reward. That's why the traders made home runs today. And you can see my timestamp guidance. As soon as I gave the short, I told them to put the stops over 381, and we moved the stops lower. 380, first target was 370. We hit that. We moved the lower stops to 378, then second target was 365. We hit that as well. So well, that was the day 1, guys. So that was a day 1. Now what we did do today it was a day 2's number 1 day 2 repeatable strategy. This strategy you can repeat for life, guys. Number 1. Why did I put it number 1? Because it was my number 1 watch, because it was a big mover on Friday. We nailed it on Friday short. So we said we will short under 355 or the daily 50-55 MTF rejection. You see that the MTF clouds on AVGO breaking from this MTF, going to that MTF, and today it could not push over the 50-55 MTF, and that's how AVGO was a short. Right on the voice, I told the traders AVGO short, number 1 day to short. I gave the target 340 was my target, and we did hit our 340 right here, but even after that it was super duper heavy. My continuous guidance all day was that AVGO is heavy, breaking the lows. You know, there is simply no buyer on AVGO today. So this is at the home runs, guys. You need to short it and you hold it. I did tell the traders if AVGO breaks the 339, we are going towards the 330 area. So tomorrow will be day 3. We'll be watching it, but you know, for any kind of bounce, but we need to be very careful. But you see that nothing is too low. Right? So nothing is too low. Learn this. Literally, the AVGO, the traders literally turned their $2,000 into $10,000 in these 2 trades. Understand the Ripster clouds, use the MTF clouds, literally can change your life, but you need to hold your winners. So AVGO day 2 was short right of the open. Our pre-market planning was to short under 355, 55 rejections, and we faded all day. Even if it a failed curl, I told the traders it's super duper heavy, do not even touch it, and it's going to that level we discussed today. So tomorrow will be interesting at the 329, 330 level. We'll be watching it, but we'll have to be very careful for any failed bounces. All right, so next let's look at MSTR and look at all the crypto stocks, which were pretty heavy today. Let's take a look. Guidance today, you know, this is a transcript from my voice, was that shorts on the crypto. Short on the crypto, nice short on the Bitcoin into the 10 a.m. So why was that? Why were we so confident? Because we track BTC all day long, and we have a plan for BTC in the pre-market. I have a playlist on the crypto stocks. You should watch it. They can give you insane returns in the stock market. So coin, MSTR, you can pause the screen, make note of these levels, Bitcoin, and then you will see that all the crypto bucket, and we had all the plans in the pre-market for those. BMNR hood circle short under 119, that short under 83.47 on BMNR, short under 34.75 on circle, on BMNR on circle. So we had the plan. All right, so as soon as I was on voice, I told the traders that these are your best shorts, just short them. And I told the short circle, BMNR hood, all the shorts, and not going to spend too much time. It's pretty clear. So traders hit the shorts right out of the gate. Circle faded all day, huge winner. BMNR, just buy the puts, enjoy the show, huge winner. Hood. So literally this today was an insane day, guys. I mean, you do not get this kind of trend a lot. So you can see my continuous guidance. I told the traders use ATR for your target. You know, BMNR was one of our top shorts here. Continuously breaking bear flags. Continuous guidance all day on circle. I said it never gave a signal to close our short, and then finally we were hitting 100% ATR. So that's when I told the traders, okay, it's a time maybe to start covering your shorts. And you see that MSTR also faded all day long. The Bitcoin crypto shorts were just insane today. Just insane fades, right? And you could trade the leverage ETF, MSTX or whatever, right? So these were my top focus today, because I know when Bitcoin fades, you see it was rejecting 1 hour MTF cloud, and then it literally provided so many shorts today, just because the Bitcoin was breaking the 1 hour MTF cloud. So it was insane. Let's look at Tesla. So Tesla was, you know, one of our longs today in the market, because the reason being Tesla was also long on Friday. Even on Friday we took Tesla long from 450 all the way to 463. Let me show you that. So this was Friday. We were long right away at the open 934, and we hit all the way to 463, right? So you could see that option flow was coming in. We were trading versus 1 hour MTF cloud. There was a breaking pre-market highs. Pretty easy 9:30 to 10 a.m. long trade, right? So let's see what we were doing today. Today again it was a long, but again when market is heavy, you know, so we were breakout long right at the open, because our plan was pretty quick plan in the pre-market. I told the traders daily breakout setup, long versus 465, no go under these support levels. This was the plan I gave. Bunch of news I highlighted as a red, and right out of the gate it was a long. It ran from 470. I told the traders a 470 breakout long, do not chase the highs, your risk is 465. You take a long right at the open, you take it all the way to 481. Because market was heavy and it's failing the flag, you try to reduce your position when it pulls back under this previous candle. And then even then we pulled back, we stopped out, then it gave us a 512 curls. So I told the traders 512 curls versus 573 stops. So you got back here at 475, 474, and then you put your stops at 473, you take it back to 481. It was a nice move there. Nothing special, because we were having our home run trades on the short side, but just wanted to show you that how Tesla was kind of showing us a relative strength in the morning. So we'll see what it does today. Tomorrow it's kind of still holding the daily weekly flag. It wants to go to the all-time highs. If it holds over 475 tomorrow, we will look to long it, but we will not long it if it's under that 475 level, or otherwise under that 470 level. Then we will just leave it alone, because it can triple top here and pull back in towards the gap. So we'll see what market does tomorrow. Alright, so let's look at some other setups in the community today. I mean, there were so many setups. We didn't really need to trade the news plays, because market provided us so many opportunities. Bitcoins, MAG 7s, SPY, QQQ, IWM. You know, there's so many opportunities, so we didn't need to. But now was also on news. Now spent 7 billion to buy another company, and it was bearish bias. Whenever a company buys another company and it's a lot of billions of dollars, you will see the company who's buying will sell off, because of course they're spending money. So that's why now was a short, as per the pre-market plan, was to just short it right here. Bearish to neutral long if curls over 826, never held 826, so it had broke this and it was a short right away. So nothing special there. Let's look at Rocket Lab. Let's go to the Rocket Lab. So Rocket Lab and ASTS both were our shorts today, because both were the rocket space sector. Remember, this sector has been running crazy for a few days, so we were waiting for this red day. So Rocket Lab, the plan was pretty simple in the pre-market. The Rocket Lab bullish over 63.50, no long under 62. Also had MTF cloud there on Rocket Lab. So once it breaks the Rocket Lab, it filled the gap, but once it broke the MTF cloud, you still hold it short. You do not try to long. Same was ASTS. You can see that guidance by RGV, continuous guidance to short it on Rocket Lab, but ASTS was also similar short. I told the traders the shorts working nicely right out of the gate. I also mentioned on the voice, so you will not see it a lot here, but we had the plan as well on all the ASTS in the pre-market, short under 77 or 34.50. You just need to identify these big runners, huge runners, so they will give you a short setups when the market is you know, heavy. All right, so let's look at the next one. So next one we're going to check out is Costco. Costco was also our top day to set up. You know, Lulu didn't do anything, but Costco was definitely a short on rate 76. Also because it MTF rejected, faded, broke pre-market lows, broke yesterday lows. 851 was a monster short. Costco today as well. These are the earnings day 2 setups, guys. Always remember these day 2 setups. These are really good setups, because earning was yesterday and we just nailed it today. Okay, similarly was Oracle was a short, but it kind of curled here. We actually took the curl on Oracle as well. Let's take a look. Okay, so Oracle we shorted right out of the gate with 187 our stops, and it faded. By 10:20 it faded to 181 from the short over 186, 187. Our plan on Oracle was pretty clear, to short under right there 187.73. So we were short from 187.73, and wherever you fill it, it breaks yesterday lows. We confirms the short. You buy the puts shares. You're risking $2, $3, but you are making almost $4 or $5 on that short. And then you can see when it curled, I told the traders to close the short 512 curls versus 183. So you buy 184, $1 risk, and you take it to 187. You make $3 risking $1, and then you get out when the clouds break here. So that was another repeatable setup here. So let's look at a few further names here. Because of this Oracle weakness and AVGO weakness, Neo clouds are taking a big hit. NBIS, all day short, IREN, all day fade. Pretty IREN was a pretty bear flag breakdown on the daily chart. That's pretty ugly. You see this breakdown? This is pretty ugly daily chart, guys. You see that? So that was breaking down. Then we had CRWV. You need to know the sectors, right? If the AI, the main data center names are selling off, then all these other names will sell off, right? CRWV was selling off, SMCI was selling off. All those names related to AI were taking a lot of hit, and you can see that all these names were on our game plan. And NBIS, Arvin, CRWV, because I know these can really move and these have catalyst. So always look for those setups. So that was the today, guys. Something else we did was PLTR. We tried to long it. That one did not work for us, because when the market is weak, you remember that. When market is weak, the long setups are going to fail or have a high probability of failing. So when market is heavy, SPY is selling off, QQQ selling off, IWM selling off, everything is selling off, you look for the short setups, which are higher probability rather than long setups. All right, guys, thank you. Hopefully you learned a lot. Make sure next time the market is heavy, red, you can use these concepts I'm teaching you. MTF clouds, Zwick strategy, gap fill. Make sure you use it. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.